who've had a little too much to drink.
And ahead, a look back at the sexiest stories of 1991. Details at 5:30. And later on the Channel 4 News at 6, Babies on the Edge, new medical breakthroughs keeping infants alive. But is it really worth it?
These stories plus how South Florida will ring in 92. Live reports and much more.
Stay with us.
Drive the best-selling full-size pickup. Lease the Ford F-150 for only $175 a month at your South Florida Ford dealer. A 92 F-150 with air, AM/FM stereo, custom trim, payload package, and more. Loaded with value for only $175 a month. Backed by a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. And ask about low monthly payments on a full line of Ford trucks. Hurry to your South Florida Ford dealer today.
That cough sounds bad.
When her little patient is coughing, it's the biggest thing on Mom's mind. That's why there's Robitussin Pediatric. Great tasting cough and cold relief. Formulated just for kids. From the brand more doctors and pharmacists recommend. Robitussin Pediatric gives long-lasting cough relief day or night, so both the patient and the doctor can rest comfortably. Robitussin Pediatric Cough, a new cough and cold formula. Recommended by Dr. Mom.
Makeup used to slide off my face. You know what oily skin is like. But Corn Silk stays fresh looking because it's oil-free and oil absorbent. This face is here to stay.
That natural look of Corn Silk. It's oil absorbent, not just oil-free.
Arthritis, tendonitis, back pain. Cool it, heat it with Icy Hot. Icy to dull the pain, hot to relax it away. Fast-acting Icy Hot. Icy and hot therapy for pain.
Watch our teamwork, Channel 4 News.
From your 24-hour news source, this is Channel 4 News at 5 with Tom Randalls, Kelly Craig, meteorologist Brian Norcross, weather, and the Channel 4 News team.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. It is a horrifying story, one that almost seems too sad to be true this New Year's Eve. A young man accidentally kills his wheelchair-bound father, running over him in front of a South Dade drugstore. Channel 4's Katrina Daniel picks up this story.
A bizarre tragedy left William Davis dead and his son Dale blaming himself. William Davis drove his van to the front of this Walgreens drugstore in West Dade. Davis used the electric lift to lower himself to the sidewalk in his wheelchair and went around the front of the van on his way into the store. Then his son Dale got into the driver's seat to bring the van closer to the curb.
He stated to the police officers that the car jumped into gear and accelerated forward, pinning his father in the wheelchair against the wall. He was killed instantly.
Working nearby, painter Tom Major raced to help.
He's like, you got to get him out of there. It's my father, you know. I don't know what I did. He was hysterical. I killed my father.
Police are impounding the van to check it for mechanical deficiencies. But traffic homicide investigators on the scene say, in all likelihood, the younger Davis just didn't know how to operate the controls.
We've checked the system out. It seems to work properly, but we're going to have a mechanic look at it that knows the system.
Police say those mechanical tests will take at least a week. Then they'll decide whether to charge Dale Davis in his father's death. In West Dade, Katrina Daniel, Channel 4 News.
Well, police will be out all over South Florida tonight, cracking down on New Year's revelers who get behind the wheel drunk. Police are already setting up checkpoints across Broward County. Here's where you can expect random driver's checks in Broward. On East Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, all along North Federal Highway in Palm Beach, on North State Road 7 in Lauderhill, and West Hallandale Beach Boulevard in Pembroke Park. Miami Beach Police say their officers will be setting up checkpoints all over town randomly, as will Florida Highway Patrol. So please be careful out there. Police tell us suspected drunk drivers will be transported to breath alcohol testing sites in Miramar and Pompano Beach. So if you party carefully tonight, New Year's Eve really can be a real blast. There are lots of festivities going on around South Florida.
And Kelly, we have things from parades to parties to pre-bowl game festivities. There's rarely a dull moment ringing in the new year here.
But perhaps the wildest place to be tonight is Joe Robbie Stadium, where Axl Rose is set to give South Florida a rocking good time.
Channel 4's Carrie Sanders is out at Joe Robbie right now, where the Guns N' Roses crowd is filling up the stadium. Carrie, what's happening?
Well, they opened the gates here slightly before 4:30, and people already started to come in. Mom and Dad, if you decide to bring your kids to this concert tonight, remember this, Gate 7. That's the place you can bring your kids off, drop them off, they can enjoy the concert, and then sometime after midnight, before 6 in the morning, you want to come back and pick them back up. Guns N' Roses. Well, if you don't know much about them, think back to the early 60s, the Beatles. They were the anti-establishment. Well, as we head into this new year, a definition of the anti-establishment is most definitely Guns N' Roses. This is the Guns N' Roses that drives record sales to record levels. And already here in the parking lot, there's excitement about this anti-establishment group. Their lyrics are sometimes racist, sometimes anti-woman, sometimes anti-gay. And that, of course, is why they're so popular with the anti-establishment.
A violent and very negative kind of band.
And that turns you on, you like that?
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, that really turns me on.
Well, I don't like everything they have to say. It's their music, mostly. I like some of the messages I don't agree with, but I don't know, I just like the energy they give off.
Toy awesome!
Awesome, man.
The Toy awesome.
They're like the group of the 90s.
They're on a brand new stage of a brand new
It's New Year's Eve, it's Miami, Florida. We're from the West Coast in Fort Myers. But this is like what's happening, you know? We come over here for the concert.
Don't let that scare you. Not everybody here has got hair all over the place, wearing the leather, etc. Here's the Globe family from Fort Lauderdale. This is a family evening out. Tell me, you bought the tickets. What was it that drove you? These three guys here told you, or you wanted to get them?
No, I wanted the Guns N' Roses tickets for all of us. Family affair, and I kind of grew up with Guns N' Roses with the kids.
You couldn't get away from it.
That's right. And I like their music.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us live. Enjoy the concert. Happy New Year to you. They're here early, and that's probably the best recommendation for a lot of people. If you want to go to this concert tonight, there are tickets that are still available. I also want to give you a tip. You can't tailgate tonight. You can't bring a cooler. You can't buy beer at the stadium. You cannot bring a video recorder. You cannot bring an audio recorder. You cannot bring any signs of any types. You can't bring New Year's noisemakers. You can't bring cameras to take pictures, but you can have a good time. Tom Kelly?
Now, how are you supposed to do that? You can't bring any of those things. Oh,
Earplugs. That's how I would have a good time. We're getting old, Tom. No question about it. Here's something more my speed. Big night for South Florida because for the 58th year in a row, we'll ring in the new year with a King Orange Jamboree parade.
250,000 people are expected to line the streets of downtown Miami for this parade, which gets underway in about an hour and a half. Channel 4's David Bloom is already there. Dave, what can you tell us?
Well, Tom, you can see that some of the parade goers are already heading up Biscayne Boulevard here. As you mentioned, they expect 250,000 people here tonight for the 50th annual King Orange Jamboree Parade. We just thought we'd grab some people as they're walking around. Talked to this young man a moment ago. Mark, you're from Ottawa, Illinois. What brings you out here?
Well, we decided to come here because we're staying with my aunt and uncle in Fort Myers. So
you looking forward to this tonight?
Yeah, very much.
How come? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I like to see like Joe DiMaggio and
That's great. That's fine. Joe DiMaggio is going to be the Grand Marshal of the parade. What about you folks? What brings you out here tonight?
Oh, we're out here having a great time. You know, it's just toying around out here.
We ate all our way up and down Bayside. You know, cotton candy, some chicken on the pita, all that.
It was wonderful. That's excellent. Now, if you're not already out here, if you're watching here at home and you're planning on coming to the parade, we suggest the Metro Mover because parking is obviously a problem and the Brickell Bridge has already been closed, so it's going to be a problem. Now, what about the weather? The weather should be pretty good tonight, at least according to Brian Allen, right?
Most definitely, David. If you're coming down here, I think either a jacket or a sweater because we don't have a lot of sunshine right now. It's going to get a little bit cooler. We're getting a little bit of a breeze off the ocean, about 65 degrees. No rain, but the question is for tomorrow night's game, we're talking about 68 degrees and a couple of passing showers. So come on down and be part of the 250,000 people.
It should be a lot of fun out here.
Great.
Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thanks for that live report. Well, there is a lot of action right now on South Florida's roadways as motorists head home to get ready to ring in the new year. Metro Traffic's Mike Paxton is keeping an eye on the New Year's Eve rush. Mike, how's it going out there?
All right, busy travel around the downtown area. We have backups, first of all, on the MacArthur Causeway heading eastbound over to Miami Beach. The right lane closed due to construction approaching the drawbridge at about a 1-mile backup. Now, as for traffic in the downtown area, because of the Orange Bowl Parade, we have sections of Biscayne Boulevard and Brickell Avenue. That's shut down from Northeast 11th Street all the way down to where it becomes Brickell Avenue at Southeast 6th Street. That was shut down a few minutes ago. That'll be shut down till about 9:30. Also, we have the 95 exit ramps that take you into the downtown area to Southeast 2nd Avenue. That was shut down at 4 o'clock and, of course, will not reopen until the parade ends about 9:30 this evening. Now, out of the downtown area, we do have a problem down in southwestern Dade County. Entry accident at southbound 874 approaching Killian Parkway. Multiple vehicles and entries and about a 1-mile delay in the area. That is Channel 4 News Traffic. Back to Tom and Kelly.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Well, still ahead on the Channel 4 News at 5 for your eyes only. Some important new medical information you simply must see.
And we'll give you an inside look at a new gynecological breakthrough, one that's going belly up. And later on the Channel 4 News at 6, psychics tell us what we can expect in 1992. But do we really want to know? Details coming up. Stay with us.
They know too much.
How do you mean?
Someone asked this Eckert Express photo employee what film speed to use for indoor sports photography under fluorescent lighting.
What happened?
He knew.
I see.
And this woman, after serving 60 customers in a full 8-hour day.
Don't tell me.
Still smiling.
We're in trouble.
Express Photo is a multi-service photo center in select Eckerd stores where trained photo experts can answer your questions and develop your prints to perfection.
Funny, he doesn't look so smart.
He works for us, sir.
This is the car. This is the time because this is the price. $199 a month leases you all the excitement of a 1992 Pontiac Grand Am SE Coupe. $199 a month gets you the safety of anti-lock brakes, air, automatic, stereo, cruise control. Lease Grand Am for $199 a month today. This is the price, this is the car, and this offer ends December 31st at JM, Palm, Sheehan, Colonial, Brickell, Hallett, or Williamson.
Well, good luck today, honey.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna need it. Well, here goes.
Anne finally has time to do something she's always wanted to do.
I guess she is in nervous.
And she can do it without worrying about her health care coverage. She called and requested the Medicare Solution Booklet. It provides current facts about Medicare and Medicare supplement insurance that can pay 100% of your Medicare Part A deductible in the Humana Hospital. If you're 65 or older and enrolled in Medicare Parts A and B, call for your booklet at no cost. You'll find out about Humana Hospitals and the Humana Seniors Association, a nationwide organization offering seniors many services. Call now for your copy of the Medicare Solution Booklet.
Bye, Ann. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
New friends already.
Yeah.
Humana, we understand what's important to you.
From your 24-hour news source, Channel 4 News continues.
More than 50 million Americans could be at risk of losing their sight due to glaucoma and diabetes, and most of them don't even know it. That's why the National Eye Institute is trying to get the word out. Eye problems are preventable, especially for those at high risk.
For the detection of glaucoma, blacks over the age of 40 and everyone over the age of 60 should have a dilated eye examination every 2 years. For the detection of diabetic eye disease, individuals with diabetes should have a dilated eye examination every year.
Here's a real eye-opener. If these guidelines are followed, the resulting savings to taxpayers can be more than $1.5 billion a year.
Well, lots of new medical breakthroughs on the health front. Tonight, a new surgical procedure that has hysterectomy patients up and around in one day. As Channel 4's Max Gomez reports, doctors go in through the belly button, and they come out with some pretty neat pictures. Take a look.
By 11 o'clock that night, I was ready to leave. And the next morning, I called my husband about
8 o'clock and said, come get me. I'm out of here.
That's Denise Dvorak of Merrick, Long Island, talking about her hysterectomy. And anyone who's ever had, or knows anyone who's ever had a hysterectomy, knows how amazing her statement really is.
But the bladder lies on top of the cervix. It's in our way of the hysterectomy.
What made it possible is this entirely new approach to performing a hysterectomy. It's all done through a device called a laparoscope, essentially a camera inserted through the belly button that lets the surgeon see the pelvic organs without having to make a large, unsightly, and painful incision.
If you have to do a hysterectomy, this is the type of operation to do, because the patient can go home within 24 hours usually and go back to work within a few days, with no less discomfort than she may have experienced after tubal ligation.
Through the camera's eye, doctors operate by a kind of remote control. Other specially designed instruments inserted through equally tiny cuts allow organs, blood vessels, and so on to be manipulated, cut, and stapled.
And the shoes are really good. This takes a while to cut through the cervix.
My husband would say, remember, you had major surgery. You had major surgery, but you don't feel that way.
And
that was Max, wasn't it?
Max Gomez reporting, yes.
Well, when we come back, Brian Allen has the forecast for next year. Isn't he something?
Something strange happened on the way to the bank today. We're going to explain the robbery that wasn't. And could defensive help be on the way for the Dolphins? Some trade rumors in the works.
And we'll take a look back at 1991 and say goodbye to the folks who made history. The Channel 4 News is coming right back. Stay tuned.
Super Bowl record book brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
4 players have 2 interceptions apiece in a Super Bowl game. Who holds the all-time record? The answer after this message.
Toyotathon is going strong. We're out to beat our record by making more deals than any other Toyotathon in Toyota history. Right, Ginger?
Right, Squire. More great deals like yourself. With $400 cash back, you could pay as little as $65.98.
Or Corolla. With option package savings and factory-to-dealer incentives, you can save up to $2,300. Your Toyota dealer has lots of ways to save. If you're even thinking about a new car, this is the place to be. Toyotathon 92 is on. Hurry, don't miss out on all the excitement.
Super Bowl 15. Rod Martin of the Oakland Raiders has a day that dreams are made of, intercepting 3 passes against the Eagles and setting a new defensive mark. For Rod Martin, a page in the Super Bowl record book.
Have you tried Folgers coffee singles?
One coffee
in its own filter.
Singular sensation, every single cup you brew.
It's like brewing a whole pot. One cup at a time.
Singular sensation, fresh brewed mornings for you.
There's ground roast in here.
In its own filter.
Folgers, singular sensation, just for one.
Folgers coffee singles, one sensational way to wake up.
See him do it. See Super Horse, Pistols, and Roses win the Flamingo Stakes this Saturday at Hialeah Park. See him become Hialeah's first Derby bonus winner and early favorite for the Kentucky Derby. It's the 1992 Flamingo Stakes, Saturday, Flamingo Day, a celebration of sport and entertainment. Special appearance by Willie Chirino, Miami's favorite pop Latin entertainer in concert. It's Flamingo Day, Saturday, at the new Hialeah Park and Racecourse.
You've decided on a name, decided where the birth would be. You've even decided where he'll go to college. But then your child is born so sick that your next decision will be how to keep him alive past tomorrow. Baby's on the Edge, a 4-focus series you can't help but watch. Tonight on Channel 4 News at 6 and 11.
Get the weather when you want it. Call Channel 4's free weather phone at Dade 358-8000, code 4444, and Broward 731-7000, code 4444. A service of the Real Talk Yellow Pages and Channel 4 News, your 24-hour news source.
From your 24-hour news source, Channel 4 News continues.
A Broward sheriff's deputy finding himself on the other side of the law tonight. Willie Washington allegedly broke into the home of a former girlfriend, flashed his handgun, and threatened to kill her new boyfriend. When he couldn't find him, he left the home carrying a TV set. Washington is under arrest.
A Barnett bank here in Miami was shut down for 3 hours today after a man allegedly tried to deposit stolen money. It happened at 4020 Southwest 67th Street. When police moved in, They confiscated the cash. Authorities also questioned a man who says he got the money at a Carroll City flea market where he owns a booth. But bank officials say it was marked money, stolen from them the week before. No arrests were made. The FBI is now investigating. A Pompano Beach jeweler will spend New Year's Eve behind bars for allegedly pocketing his customers' money. Detectives say Robert Rizzeri sold jewelry for a customer but refused to pass on the cash. Rizzeri, the operator of Glick & Sons Jewelers on Pompano Parkway, is charged with an organized scheme to defraud. He is being held on a $150,000 bond.
Will we wing in the new year with nice weather, or will it rain on our parade? Let's check back in with Brian Allen out at the Orange Bowl site to see how the weather is shaping up. Hi, Bri.
Hi, Kelly. Don't even mention the word rain. There are 250,000 people down here that if that happened would probably drag me down Biscayne Boulevard behind one of the floats. I think actually we are going to be in great shape for tonight. A few clouds around, but other than that, it looks like it's going to be absolutely incredible for tonight. If you are coming downtown, hurry. Everything gets underway at 6:30, and crowds are just phenomenal. About 250,000 people expected down here. But bring either a light coat or a sweater because we're going to get a little bit of an east wind. That's going to make it feel a little bit cooler. Let's go ahead and go outside right now and show you what's going on as we go ahead and show you the national loop. We got the radar enhancement on for you, and as this rolls across, we'll show you the big picture. Unfortunately, again, more rain in Texas, the last thing that they desperately need. This is something they don't want, and finally, if you look at the yellow and the orange in there, that's the heavier areas. Through Florida, though, not looking too bad. As there we see how we're shaping up, the clouds around. These are mostly high clouds, not a lot of rain associated with these. And as we look at the temperatures there, you can see what everybody looks like. We've got 66 degrees in Orlando, 50 degrees back in Dallas. And then as we move up into the Northeast, a lot of great weather, high pressure and control, and that's what's actually giving us the east to southeast wind flow. Now the temperatures up the East Coast, 38 degrees in Washington, D.C., Syracuse checking in at 30, Buffalo 31 degrees, and 35 degrees in New York City. Now then out to the Midwest, and we'll give you a better idea. Not a great day out there, a lot of clouds, but the good thing is the temperatures are not too bad. There you can see International Falls, 27 degrees. Fargo, it looks like 30. Minneapolis, 33, 47 degrees in Topeka, and then 35 over toward Chicago. Now then out west, next system on its way in a little bit. They'll be looking for some more rain, but it continues to rain down into Texas. Temperature's not bad at all, 68 degrees in LA. Denver checking in with 31 and 46 degrees, it looks like. Actually, 61 degrees in Phoenix. Our forecast goes like this. Starting off for the boaters tomorrow, winds northeast to north at 15 to 20 knots, seas running 4 to 6 feet. The bay water's choppy, and the surf temperature is down a couple of degrees now to 73. For tonight, a great parade night. And like I said, if you're coming down here, it's going to be about 60. And don't forget, after the parade ends, there's still more going on. And then for tomorrow, a high of 76, quite breezy, and a couple of showers, maybe even for the Orange Bowl tomorrow night. And there's the 4 more days. The next cold front comes through on Saturday, and we'll talk about 71 degrees. Even once all this clears up tonight, everything will continue to keep on going till well into midnight. The Big Orange will come down the Hotel Intercontinental at midnight, fireworks down here, and also a huge party going on down here at Bayfront Park. So Mother Nature's going to cooperate, so come on down. Kelly?
All right, Bri, we will. I don't think he was impressed with my Baba Wawa imitation.
I don't think he heard it.
Oh, okay.
The crowd was probably too loud.
Were you impressed?
I was impressed.
Thank you very much.
Try it again.
No, still ahead on the Channel 4 News. He's now part of the Heat's Fire.
But is Sherman Douglas hot enough to play? Ned Smith has the sports scoop. And we'll take a look back at the big event of 1991. It's a year-ender you will not want to miss, we promise.
Then coming up on the Channel 4 News at 5:30, is the stock market still surging? We'll tell you when we come back.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Eckerd, Revco, Rite Aid, and Kmart. Makes a great gift.
If you're looking for a new career opportunity, listen to this. There's never been a better time to be an electronics repair technician, like me. We're really in demand, and you could be too. The National Education Center is now offering a course to train you as an electronics repair technician. Call now for a copy of this brochure. This could be your chance of a lifetime.
For a brochure on career training in electronics, call 1-800-722-7337. That's 1-800-722-7337. Call now.
I've got a 6 a.m. flight. I've got to get some Z's.
Nitol safely helps you fall asleep fast so you can get your Z's. Nitol or maximum strength Nitol.
Nitol will help you get your Z's.
The glorious freshness of mint. Nobody knows it better than Polident. That's why there's a splash of mint in every Polident tablet to leave your dentures feeling gloriously clean and fresh. Get super strength Polident with a splash of mint.
There's never been a golfer quite like him or a luxury car quite like Lincoln Town Car. The roomiest, quietest, smoothest riding luxury car you can own. Available now in a special Jack Nicklaus Signature Series with standard dual airbags, Oxford white leather seats, deep jewel green exterior, anti-lock brakes, and more. Drive for show in the limited edition Jack Nicklaus Signature Series Town Car. Available for a limited time at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
From your 24-hour news source, Channel 4 News continues.
He is back, and Miami Heat guard Sherman Douglas is tonight getting set to strap on his sneakers and join up with his teammates. That story tops today's Sports Watch. Here's Tony Segreto.
Well, Sherman Douglas is officially a member of the Miami Heat, and that story tops today's Sports Watch. Heat point guard Sherman Douglas passed his physical today and is joining the team on their West Coast swing to make room. The Heat wave Milos Babiš. It's no secret the Miami Dolphins need defensive help, possibly in the form of San Francisco lineman Charles Haley. Haley, a three-time Pro Bowler, is unhappy with the Niners, and a published report says the Dolphins are interested. And another head coaching vacancy has been filled. Georgia Tech head coach Bobby Ross resigned to become the new head coach of the San Diego Chargers. We'll have more sports for you in about 28 minutes, including a look at the head coaches of both Nebraska and Miami as they hold their final press conference for tomorrow night's Orange Bowl game. I'm Tony Segreto, Channel 4 Sports, along with Ned Smith. We all wish you a very happy New Year.
Thanks, guys. Well, what a year this has been. You know, we started it off sending our friends and family off to war in the Middle East and ended it watching the Soviet Union disappear. Channel 4's Leslie Marlowe spent the year at the controls of an edit machine, putting those pictures together every day for the Channel 4 News. Here's Leslie's look back at 1991.
Just 2 hours ago, Allied air forces began an attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait. Saddam Hussein's forces will leave Kuwait, and Kuwait will once again be free.
My heart has been broken over this entire situation.
The media has projected Kathy and myself into public figures.
Things that make you go, Robbie Bob, break it down.
Trusted him.
Sensual act.
Not guilty.
Things that make you go, things that make you go,
1991, wow.
Never a dull moment, was it?
No, and Leslie, we want to thank her because we understand it took her a long time to put that together and some vivid images as well.
60 hours of work went into that. Unbelievable.
Terrific job, Leslie. Well, with that, we wrap up our first look at 5. We thank you so much for joining us.
And stay tuned, the Channel 4 News 5:30 coming up next.
From Fort Lauderdale and Miami, this is Channel 4 News at 5:30 with Steve Abrams in Fort Lauderdale, Teresa Rodriguez in Miami, meteorologist Brian Norcross, weather, Tony Segreto, sports, and the Channel 4 News team.